guys, how are we doing today? Welcome to ROM Gurji, and today we are testing out and reviewing the new Octavi OS ROM for Mi11X. Now this ROM has thoroughly impressed me. Why? Because it takes everything for customization that .os had and stabilizes it with good bug-free experience. Now that is something that I really love. But before we get into the review of this awesome ROM, let me first tell you that it's again built by our favorite Iron, and it's a very nice ROM. You can find all the details of the devs down in the description, right, including all the download links, etc. Now let's first start with the installation of the ROM. Now again, the installation for this ROM is fairly easy. You have to be on the stock variant of whichever device area you are in, right? So if you're in India, you need to have the stock ROM of the Indian variant, and similarly same goes for other variants too. Now once you've done this, all you need to do is, let's say you're on stock, all you need to do is go to the fast boot mode, download the zip file given in the description for this very OS, and simply unzip it, click on the WinFormat bat file, and the bat file will do everything for you. Your phone will reboot in Octavi OS. That's it. You don't have to do anything else, anything more. Again, there are a few things that can go wrong in this process. Maybe you do not have the drivers installed well. So in case you face an error where you're stuck on waiting for device, all you have to do is install the drivers properly, right? So that's all for the installation process. Now for the review, again, as usual, first I'm going to tell you my own experience with this ROM, and then I'm going to tell you about the features, the various system, UI, etc. directly by showing you the phone, right? So if you are interested in the experience, watch this through, and I would suggest you to watch this through because you would know how a user feels once he uses it, right? So the first and foremost thing, the smoothness, there is no compromise here. The smoothness is pretty amazing. I really love the smoothness. Another thing that I noticed, like this one actually does rapid charging compared to other ROMs where I found that some of them were charging pretty slowly, right? Other than that, the UI is an absolute bliss. It is not as customized or as customizable as .os, but it's not exactly as plain as Hentai OS. It sits somewhere in the middle, which is the sweet spot. Also, there's a certain feel to this ROM that makes you feel as if you're using Oxygen OS, or it's just the way I've set it. But generally, it does feel like that, and the smoothness is also comparable. The smoothness is very good at this moment, right? The stock launcher is nice, but I have been using Nova Launcher and it supports Nova Launcher perfectly. I faced no issues in my time with this ROM. Also, I have not faced any major battery drain issues, which is something that I do appreciate, right? There are no major battery drain issues. And surprisingly, when I was using this ROM, I did not face any heating issues as such. Like, it wasn't even feeling warm to the touch, which is something really nice. Now, you must be wondering, why do I not have a cover on this? The reason why I do not have a cover on this is because I was facing this proximity sensor issue. And some dev somewhere had said that, okay, try removing your cover. It actually works. And it does work. That proximity sensor issue which I was facing, I don't face it when I don't have the cover on. So that is something which is very interesting. I would probably write an email to Xiaomi and ask them what is the reason for this, but it is an interesting, easy fix at the moment. So do try it out and let me know in the comments if it does work for you. Other than that, absolutely no issues in the ROM, genuinely no issues in the ROM. I have faced no bugs so far. But I will also nitpick so that even if you guys face those small little things, while there is video playback, there is a very minute stutter for the starting 1 or 2 seconds, which is negligible. In the audio, for some reason, I can't really customize the audio for the Bluetooth devices. It may be something I am missing. Do let me know in the comments if you're using this ROM. How do I customize the sound for my Bluetooth devices in Dolby? Other than that, genuinely no issues. The sound quality is awesome. The speaker quality is awesome. Everything is working very well. Now the minute issue which I'm facing, you see that this always on display, as you can see, is pretty nice and clean. It's really nice. The only thing is, you see these notifications, they suddenly go to the left side of the screen for some weird reason and then come back automatically, once in a while. So that is something that I do not know. Maybe there's a layout issue, but other than that, I have not faced any issue thus far on this row, right? So that was all for my experience. I genuinely have loved using this ROM and I faced no issues at all, genuinely no issues at all, whether it concerns the battery, whether it concerns the network, whether it concerns performance, no issues. I've played COD on this and there are absolutely no stutters or lags, nothing different. Anyways, when you normally use Mi11X, COD does not give you lags. This ROM is no different, right? And it also has those thermal profiles that I talked about earlier in my other ROM reviews. So yes, no issues at all when it concerns to performance, day-to-day usage, nothing, right? And for camera, you can use Gcams. Again, Gcam links will also be down in the description. Now let's get to the system features, because this is where it starts getting cool, okay? This is where it starts getting interesting. So let's head on to the system features. So guys, coming to the home screen, now I have a custom home screen. I'm using Nova Launcher with my own setup, and this wallpaper is from Wally, right? But even if you use the stock launcher on this phone, you would not have any problem, but Nova Launcher is fully supported and working. And if you can see, there's no lag, no stutter, absolutely no lag, no stutter, it looks bloody amazing and there is no issues at all, okay? Like as you can see, I have KWGT widget applied and there is no lag, right? And then we come to the status bar. Now if you see the status bar, you will realize that it almost looks like a modified version of OnePlus's Oxygen OS, which I do appreciate and like. And this widget, weather widget, is actually something that I really like looking at because it looks pretty cool. And then we go to the settings. Now settings is something that I do appreciate and like in this ROM. Why? Because even though it's a very small app, a lot of people keep looking at it again and again. Here, as you can see, the dev has included, bold text, your name, and a small message that keeps on changing during the day. Every time you come to this app, you'll have a different message, which is something that I do appreciate and like. And sometimes the messages are even funny and fun, So generally a nice thing. And as far as the battery goes, you can see this animation and you have your thermal profiles here, right? And those thermal profiles are pretty cool and nice. And why are they cool and nice is because they keep your phone cool and nice if you set them to a different state. If you want them keeping your phone toasty and fast, you can obviously set it to like gaming or benchmarks, and that way your phone will perform the fastest. But if you want something cooled, you can set them in that very way, right? So very cool here, right? And as you can see, you get all your stats. You can also enable smart charging from here, and you can also check out the battery manager, switch it off, right? And the thing is, I really like this animation. I had to mention it, I'm sorry. Yeah. And from here you can delete all your stats. Now going ahead, the thing that custom ROMs earlier did not have, and now they do, which I think you guys would know, but I still want to show, is because when you go into these SIM cards, you can actually stop using a certain SIM, the way your stock OS has it. And that is actually something that I've been looking for a very long time. So glad that they have included this finally, and you can now have a dual SIM phone without the second SIM being used all the time. So really like that. And when you go to the display, you're going to see a lot of stuff. Now the styles and wallpapers, again, this is like how it is in every ROM. Like you get a set of on-device wallpapers, which is not a lot, surprisingly. But yeah, generally you can change a lot of styles. You can change all the fonts, you can change the icon styles, and you can change your colors and the shape of the icons, as you can see. And once you do that, you can just name your style and you're set to go. So other than that, you can also change how the clock looks, right? And here it is where you have so much customization in clock that it's crazy. As you can see, the customization in the case of clocks is a lot more than other ROMs, and you can enable various accent colors, which I find something to be very cool. And you can change it to programming style, you can change it to anything you want, which is crazy and which is very, very nice. So this is something that you don't get in other ROMs compared to this. So yeah, you get a lot of customization there. Obviously pocket detection, so this is an important thing, and I would suggest everyone to enable this, or you're going to have a lot of problems and are going to be locked out of your device for a long time, right? Other than that, you have your ambient display settings, and which is like normal on every ROM right now, and you have your minimum refresh rate, right? And again, clock style has its own place here too in theming. Right now we go to the Octavi lab, where things, as you can see, are supremely modern, and I really love the way these menus are set up, because this makes everything so very easy, right? And as you can see, if you go into here, you're going to again get way too many customization options. And if you can see right now, I've set it as pill clock. If I set this clock to center, you're going to get a clock in the center on top, right? And pill clock is the new one, which is in Android 12, and as you can see, this looks very, very cool. Other than that, you can change a lot of status bar stuff, and the icon packs are a lot, and they're pretty cool icon packs. But I mean, there's a lot of customization going on here, so that is very, very cool. You can change a lot of these icon styles and see how it exactly goes. You can also change the battery style in quick settings and your normal battery style, right? Let me show you. So yeah, you can see that. Now going to the notifications. Notifications is where again you get all these stickers, and you have this like really small non-invasive modern sticker which comes up, and it is very non-intrusive. So you are someone who does not like those intrusive heads up, you can probably switch on this reticker. I would keep it off right now because I have been the issue with that is, like, if you don't enable the dialer heads up and switch on the reticker, what happens is you get that small tick even for your calls, and that's not something you'd want because you don't get any accept options, right? So make sure you switch this on before you switch that on, right? Now going ahead in the power menu, again you can switch on and switch off stuff that gets to show you in power menu. You can customize all the gestures, toggle torch, screen off, double tap to status bar to sleep, and lock screen. So all of these things are there. So these are things that people do want, and they are there, so you don't have to worry about that. Navigation bar customizations also exist, though I don't use navigation bars anymore. And then you come to the like a supreme theme customization menu, and it is so much. Like you can change your whole color bucket. Now these are preset themes, right? So in one click you're going to change the whole theme style, right? I don't want to do that because, well, I like my theme and I like customizing it on my own. But if you want to do that, you can simply just click Raven Black, and it's going to customize everything for you and show you, and it's similar. And you go to night. As you can see, the dark mode changed from pure dark to gray, and yeah, so yes, you have a lot of these things that can happen. I would just go back to device default, and then you can change the brightness slider style, right? So let it change, and now you can see the brightness style slider style has changed, and we'll go to change it back to Oxygen OS, and again we are back with the Oxygen OS look. Now setting styles, you can change it to MIUI or cartoony. This has not made a lot of difference to me. It may make a difference to you guys, so do let me know whichever one of these settings you prefer. The switch appearance, you can change it to Telegram, whatever you like. Now these are for those on or off switches. You can do that. Then we go to the G visual mod. Now here you can do a lot of stuff. You can change the height of your status bar so that there's a lot of space here. I prefer it to be default. And you can change the rounded corners of your device. You can change the nav bar colors. So that is a lot of customization going on here, right? Then when you come to the volume, again you have everything related to the volume and volume panel. So you have your playback control, you have your volume panel styles. Now this is available in a lot of ROMs now. So again, a good and nifty feature. What I like is everything is very properly segregated here. Then you have the UI tuner. Again, UI tuner gives you a lot of customizations again, right? But this is mostly for the lock screen here, and you can hide icons, show icons, customize them icons. So very cool, right? Now we come to visualizer. Now this is where at the bottom of your phone you're going to get a music visualizer. Again, a very nifty setting for anyone who wants it. These are all your weather settings, and they're pretty nice. And this is the reason why you get that notification panel weathers. Now you also have a game mode here, and it also has a dynamic mode feature where you can automatically add apps to this game mode. And last but not the least, we have the miscellaneous features, which I would not suggest you to mess with unless you really want to, because this is basically a little more advanced than your normal settings. And you can fine tune your already done up settings. So yeah, here you can change that. And other than that, in general, this ROM is pretty smooth and nifty and fast. There is no lag, no stutter anywhere, and I've been having a pretty good time with it. So you want something that is this customizable and this bug free, I would suggest go install Octavie OS right away. Right? Thanks for watching this video, guys. We are coming to the end, and I'll see you without the device now. And yeah, and honestly, my final verdict is go flash this ROM, try to flash this ROM. This is an epic ROM, and this is a very, very well built ROM. You're going to have so much fun customizing it, you're going to have so much fun using it, and it's so much better than MIUI. You have to try this. Your whole idea about this phone is going to change with this ROM, right? By the way, guys, if you do like my videos, please consider subscribing. It helps me a lot. And if you wish to support the channel, links will be down in the description. You can help me that way too. Thanks for watching the video, guys. If you did like the video, please like, share and subscribe. This is Rom Guruji signing off.